Hello people, Carlito here once again, this time with a video split in two, I suppose. The first part is going to be a video brought to you by one of our clan members, it's got quite an important message in, so we'll get to that in a second. And the second part of it will be an attack which I will show you. Not very interesting, but it talks about my experience at Town Hall 10. I was just showing you there that one of my builds is due to complete soon, the Dark Elixir drill, so I'm just raiding for a bit more gold, and then I will probably do an Archer Tower. They're one of the most expensive upgrades at Town Hall 10, so probably an Archer Tower, maybe an air defense, but I think the Archer Tower is probably going to be the one that gets the upgrade. So here's the attack. It's a chap in our clan called Phase Gaming, and the message is to not let your friends near your game when you're not around, because what we think has happened is one of his friends has built 110 wall breakers, and I think they may have also upgraded some bombs that he probably didn't want to use his gold to upgrade the bombs, but they did. And that's the attack. 110 wall breakers, that's what they can do to level 5, level 6 walls. And he got 4,851 gold, 2,712 elixir, so he did quite well, considering it was just an army of wall breakers. So there you go, the message is be careful who gets your passcode and whatnot to your Apple device, because things may not always go to plan if they get hold of that. I'm just trying to see the upgrades, but actually I'll get off his base because I don't want you to know what all of his traps are, comes to think of it. So yeah, be careful who gets your password, be careful who you let on your iDevice, especially if you've got young children who like to press buttons. They might speed up some of your buildings and cost you quite a lot of gems, which I know people in our clan have had that happen to them as well. Just going to stack my barracks and then I'll go for an attack. Now I don't know what's going to happen. My experience today has actually not been too bad. I've been finding fights within about 20 to 30 skips. I'm not looking for big fights. If there's 100k gold, I've been taking it. Even if I've been skipping for a while, it's just so boring trying to get those big 200k fights. So I've been looking for 100k, and so far I've not had to skip too many times to find that kind of loot. So let's have a go now, and we shall we'll see. So I'm not going to take 8,000 gold. I'm not going to take 100k from that kind of base, nor 65 on that kind of base. Nope. And this, you know, this can continue for like 20 minutes. Hopefully it doesn't, because it'll be a really boring video if it does. In fact, I did actually record a video while I'm doing all of this skipping, and it was just me doing skips, but you know what, it was just too boring. I couldn't load it up, so I spent the time recording it. I'm actually tempted to take this 50,000 just to clear my next cost and start again, but we'll keep going. But yeah, I did the video, and as I was thinking about the voiceover, I just thought, you know what, it's just too boring. So I didn't load it on, but I skipped for over 200 times, and yeah, you're probably thankful that I spared you that. Oh, this is interesting. Should I go for it? I could come up from the bottom. If I had my heroes, I would probably take this, even though it'd take my whole army, and I'd only get 3 storages. I don't think I'd get that one at the top. I probably wouldn't even get the Dark Elixir. But I'd need my king on rage and my queen as well, and I don't have them. So we'll keep going. But that was a fight I would have taken had I had a better army, not just this tier 1 army with no heroes. Skip, skip, skip. At least at this level I'm skipping bases that are quite weak. 125 in the collectors and mines. I'm gonna take this just just because it was getting too boring to keep doing the skips. Not sure how many that was. 20? Was it 20? But yeah, at least at this level I'm now down in gold 1, I think, and I kind of expect to see low level bases with low amounts of loot because there's a loot penalty. But what was really frustrating at Crystal, and that's why I've left Crystal now, was that it was Town Hall 9s and Town Hall 10s and they didn't have any loot. So even though there's, you know, limited loot penalty, the bases up there were just quite good at protecting gold, and all you've got to do is build some walls, you know, upgrade some traps, and then log off. Put your town hall outside, even if you want to get a quick shield. But there was quite a lot of elixir, you know, more elixir than gold, but certainly not to the level that I was seeing when I was at Town Hall 9 before this latest update. But as I've said on the forums as well, if you guys read the forum posts, my gold intake is actually enough to sustain Town Hall 10 because the build times are so long that by the time there's a builder free, it could be, you know, 3 days in between builders. I've actually got enough gold or even elixir to do the upgrade, so I'm not short of resources. But what is really irritating is how many skips you need to do to get the fight, and that's the boring piece, that's the frustrating element. And that's why I've stopped playing as much as I used to, although I do get more attacks than before, because people will now try and maybe even just get one storage for 100,000 gold if they've been skipping for a long time. So here's my attack log. As you can see, there's, you know, not much on it compared to usual. Normally it's full just for the past 2 hours, but that's I'm probably doing 4 times less attacks than normal. My gold's really dropped, my gold grab's really dropped, although I don't need it. As you can see, I'm nearly maxed again on gold, and I will be maxed by the time the Dark Elixir drill's ready, so that means I'll be able to choose what to upgrade. And as it stands, I'm probably going to do the Archer Tower, and then after that I might do another camp, maybe the Spell Factory, we'll see. So there you go, my experience at Town Hall 10 and that funny attack with the wallbangers. Bye from the king, bye from the queen, and I'll see you on the next video.